Hogwarts Legacy releases in just a couple of days, and there is no denying that the hype is real. We are all so excited for this game. Honestly, just don't even bother me. Don't call me. Don't text me. No, I'm not making any plans. I can't wait to lose my life. I am diving into this and not coming up for air for at least a couple of weeks. I want nothing on the agenda but this game. I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way, and unfortunately, we still have a couple of days of waiting, and I feel like these days are getting longer. We're gonna have to dig deep. We're gonna have to practice our patience, but there are a couple of things we can do to make sure we're prepared for the release here in a couple of days, and I wanted to cover those in this video. So the first one's kind of an obvious one. You guys can skip this section if you want to, but know which version of the game you're playing. There are quite a few different versions and different bonuses and things. So you've got the standard version of the game, which is $70 straight up. That's it. It's just the game. You've got the deluxe edition, which I think is what everyone needs to get. No, this is not sponsored, but for $10 more, for $80, you're getting 3 days of early access. So you can play on February 7th. You're also getting the Dark Arts pack, which comes with a Thestral mount, cosmetic set, and battle arena. I mean, to me, that's a no-brainer. Very much worth $10. I guess it depends on everyone's scenario. I'm somebody that, sometimes says, hey, maybe don't pre-order games until they come out, but I think this is a very safe one. I played it a couple of weeks ago. It was in great shape. To be honest, we're all, like, if you're watching this video, you're a big Harry Potter fan, like, we all want to play this game. We're all going to end up buying it. Let's get the deluxe edition and stop beating around the bush. There's also the collector's edition, which is $300. Comes with this cool floating wand. It comes with the steelbook and, like, a special edition Kelpie robe and things like that. That's been sold out for a very long time. You're only going to be able to get that by playing, like, double markup on eBay or something, so that's out the window at this point. We also have another little caveat, and this is important, and this is, like, I'm kind of having a hard time deciding here. The PlayStation version of the game does have an exclusive quest. It's got the Haunted Hogsmeade quest, and with this quest you get an exclusive dungeon, which honestly looks really cool based on this trailer. You also get an exclusive cosmetic set, and honestly, I think most importantly is you have this shop in Hogsmeade that you're going to be able to sell your gear at higher rates than anywhere else in game. So really, PlayStation players for the first year of exclusivity are going to be able to get more money for their goods. And this is, an open world game where we're going around and we're collecting things and selling things to buy other things and whatever. So, like, depending on how much of an increase in price that is, that's a pretty exciting opportunity there. I think I'm going to play on PS5. I'm also going to get it for PC because PC obviously is going to have mods eventually. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I think my main playthrough is going to be PS5 and PC is going to be kind of the fun one. We'll see what happens, but just know that if you have a PS5 and you're torn between that or like Xbox or something else, that's something to think about. Release times. This is actually really big information, so make sure you guys pay attention. This was just confirmed like a day ago. So if you're playing on console, the game is going to release at midnight local time, which means wherever you are in the world, at your midnight is when you're going to be able to start playing. So if you have the deluxe edition, it's going to be midnight, February 7th, aka like right as the clock turns over to February 7th, that's when you can play. If you have the standard edition, same thing goes for February 10th. Now, on PC, it's not as good, okay? PC has like a worldwide launch time. It launches at the exact same time for everyone, and that's going to be 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, or I think that's 6 p.m. in London. So depending on where you are in the world, you're going to have to do the math yourself. But yeah, West Coast USA is 10 a.m., East Coast is 1 p.m., London is 6 p.m., and that's on that day. So like February 7th at 10 a.m. Pacific time is when you can start playing. So console players do have a fairly significant head start there. I mean, it's a single player game, so why do we really care about head starts? But it is something to consider. You are going to be able to play, 10 hours earlier if you have it on console and you're on the West Coast. The biggest thing for this, and some of you degenerates are going to know what I'm talking about, if you Xbox players want to take a flight to New Zealand, it should work. All right? And I'm not talking real flights. I know a lot of you guys are going to know what I'm talking about here. If you don't, I'm not encouraging you to do anything against terms of service or anything. I don't think it's actually against terms of service, but I'm just saying, if you book some sort of a flight to New Zealand that isn't actually a flight, I do think you're going to be able to play very, very early on Xbox. So just keep that in mind. And last but not least, hopefully none of you guys are going to be playing on PS4. or Xbox One or Switch, but PS4 and Xbox One are going to be coming out on April 4th, and Switch is going to be coming out on July 25th. So, few months away. I'm going to be playing on Switch when it comes out, just to be portable, but definitely a few months away, so you guys are going to have to wait. So, we've got the boring stuff out of the way. Let's get into something a little bit more fun. You actually can be sorted and get your wand ahead of time. And some of you guys might know about this. We actually did a video on this back in September, but if you go to the official Wizarding World website, I'll link it down in the description, you make an account and you can take quizzes. They're going to sort you into a house. It's going to determine your wand and determine your Patronus. Now, you can link this official account with your Warner Brother Games account, and then that progress is going to carry over. Your house and your wand will. I don't think your Patronus does. I don't think there are Patronuses in this game. But yeah, so like it's automatically linked. When you're playing in game, your house is going to pop up in game, and your wand is going to pop up when you go to Ollivanders. Now, it's important to note that I don't think this is final. I think you do still have the choice of whatever house you want to be in, and you have the choice of whatever wand you want. But it's still kind of cool to know that, like, hey, this is where I would have been, or this is what I would have had. Just kind of a cool thing, I guess. And on top of that, if you do link those accounts, you also get a official, like, Fanatic house robe or something like that. It's an exclusive robe in game that you can only get that way. So kind of a cool thing, find out where you're going. You don't have to use that if you don't want to, but it does make the experience a little bit more exciting and feel a little bit more personalized to you. We talked about one of my last points a couple of videos ago, but I wanted to extra emphasize it here in case you guys missed it. There is no morality system in this game. You don't get treated differently based on the choices you make, particularly when it comes to unforgivable curses. So like in Red Dead Redemption 2, if you're killing random people in the street, your reputation goes down, you get treated differently, you have bounties, you walk into town, people are scared of you, that kind of a thing. There is no sort of a system like that in this game. You can go around and use Avada Kedavra and you will still, you still can be a good person. Now, they have said that people will react in certain ways, and there will be dialogue when it comes to that, but it's not like using an unforgivable curse makes you a bad person. Keep in mind, Harry in the movies used 2 out of the 3. He used Imperio and Crucio. So if you want to dabble in the dark arts, you are allowed. It is not going to treat you differently. It is not going to judge you. It is not going to affect your game. Now, they have said that the decisions you make in game and choosing to help people or not help people and interact with certain people versus other people, those can have different outcomes, and there are multiple endings. But just simply using dark magic does not make you bad. For me personally, I'm using it. I'm excited. So just make that decision for yourself and know that there technically isn't like a big repercussion for it. Feel free to Avada Kedavra to your heart's content. And the last thing I want to mention here, we're going to end this video a little cheesy. Just don't forget to have fun, man. Like, don't put too much pressure on it. I know that we have all been looking forward to this game for so long. Just have fun. Yeah, don't try to rush through it. This is a big game. They've said anywhere from like 30-ish hours to 40 hours for main quest lines, anywhere from 70 to 80 if you want to complete all the quests, 100 plus if you want to get 100%. So like, just have fun with it. Don't rush your way through it. Lose yourself in it. Enjoy it. This only comes once. It seems like it's got a lot of replayability, so hopefully, it is going to be enough that, like, hey, you can do a Slytherin playthrough and a Gryffindor playthrough and whatever else. I'm not sure, but I'm planning my very first playthrough to just go through with it and have fun. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Only a couple days left to go. It's going to be here sooner than we think. Subscribe for more. Peace out.